Here I am with our Read Aloud. We're reading City in the Clouds as part of our Secrets of Druin series. It's book number 4, and we are on chapter 8. Just so you know, I do not have the book that comes after this yet, so I think we're going to start a new series, and it's going to be just as exciting. Okay? But you don't have to worry about that yet. I just wanted to give you a little warning ahead of time, so when this book is over, you're not super sad that we're not continuing it. We will. I'm just going to read another book in the interim, okay? Chapter 8, Neil and Company. Clomp, clomp! The Nins tramped through the halls and out of the palace. Spar went with them. Eric, Kia ran back into the tower. I was so scared when you didn't follow me. Eric nodded slowly. I couldn't move, he said. Spar saw me, but he let me go. Kia's eyes widened. Eric, we need to get back to the Guardians. Ro will disappear soon, and we'll disappear with it. They rushed back to the Guardian's room. The Nins had gone. Vasa and Bodo were free. Neil and Julie have gone to see where Spar is taking the diamonds. Vasa said quickly, What did you find in the tower? Trembling, Kia handed her paper to them. Ah, the secrets of Druin's past, Bodo said. Vasa peered over his shoulder and began to translate what Kia had written. At the city of Plud, Lord Spar nearly killed Queen Relna. But you see, Bodo went on, the witch Demether put a curse on Relna. Instead of suffering death, the queen assumed an animal form. Kia gasped. An animal? Is it? Yes, Bodo said, squinting at the words. A white bird, a falcon. I knew it, Kia cried, jumping for joy. That's why the falcon is always there. It's my mother following me, watching over us. But Demether told us the queen was in prison, Eric said. True, Vasa went on. Such a curse is a kind of prison. But now the queen needs your help if she's ever going to be human again. Hers is a dangerous journey filled with many trials. Kia wiped a tear. I will help her. So will we, Eric said, smiling at the princess. Vasa turned to Eric. And what did you discover? Eric gulped as he handed the paper to Vasa. Spar saw me, but he just walked away. Bodo glanced at Vasa, then peered through his spectacles at Eric. And you have a question. Eric nodded. Does what Quill writes have to happen? I mean, can the future be changed? Well, we won't know until the future becomes the present, said Bodo. Eric frowned, but suddenly Julie and Neil rushed into the chamber. The diamonds are being loaded into Spar's airship, Julie said breathlessly. He looks like he's leaving the city. And look at me, Neil said. I'm getting way worse. He held up his hands. They were both claws now. Quickly, Neil, stand here, said Vasa, holding Eric's writing up to the light. Together with Kia, the Guardians began to mumble strange words. Timbo, limbo, kukimbo. Poomph! A huge ball of smoke appeared in the chamber. A moment later, Neil walked out. He looked normal. He held up 2 normal hands. His sneakers were still ripped, but human toes were sticking out. He broke into a smile. Yes, he cried, I'm back! Me too, cried another voice. Everyone turned to see a second Neil emerge from the smoke. Uh-oh, said Kia. 2 Neils walked around the room. Twins! Ah, yes, Vasa said. This is a normal side effect of the spell. Only temporary. Don't worry. The first Neil smiled. I always thought 2 Neils were better than 1. Slap me 5, brother, said the second. Rrrr! The walls began to shake. Ro is turning invisible again, Bodo said. Go, this way is quickest. He pointed to a secret door in the chamber. It leads to the square outside, Vasa added. Good luck to you all. May you find your mother, princess, and farewell to you, Neil. Thanks, said Neil. Same here, said the other. Eric, Kia, and Julie and the 2 Neils rushed through the door and outside the palace. Clomp, clomp! The square was crawling with Nins. They were loading the diamonds into the cargo area of Spar's silver ship. We've got to get those back, Kia said, and I've got to find out why Spar let me go, Eric whispered. Does anybody have a plan? Julie asked. I've got a plan, boomed a strange, loud voice from the shadows nearby. How about we form a human wall and blast our way in? Who is that? Kia whispered. The shadows stirred, and out stepped a large man with bright green armor. He had a helmet with horns on it. He carried 2 wooden clubs. Whoa, one Neil mumbled. A Viking, said the other. No, that's my daddy, Kia exclaimed, running to the man and giving him a huge hug. She twirled around. Meet my father, King Zello. The king smiled a huge grin. Confound me. Galen and Max are here too. The old wizard stepped from the shadows. He was dressed in long blue robes. I am pleased that you children are safe. He looked at the Neils. All of you. Galen's spidery helper Max clambered along the wall to them. The magic stairs have appeared in the Kalahar Valley. We must hurry. Just then, the air around them became all wavy. The stones in the square seemed to wiggle and turn clear. Max scrambled in a circle around the children. It's happening, he chittered nervously. The flying city of Ro is disappearing. King Zello hoisted his wooden clubs in one hand. You kids get to the ship. Galen and I will distract the Nins. Yee-haw! The Nins turned from the ship. They grunted. They charged across the square. Eric looked at his friends. Everyone to Spar's ship now. The four friends ran for the cargo door. They leaped in. Clang! The giant door on Spar's airship slammed shut just behind them. And that is the end of Chapter 8. Mountains of Diamonds is Chapter 9.